Okay, it'll never be as good. It'll never be as good as the first time I tried to do it.
It was beautiful.
We saw it though.
Hi, welcome to Plus One EXP. We're live at PAX. We're live. It's pre-recorded, but we're physically here at PAX.
Correct.
But yeah, welcome to Cult.Exe. We're a channel here at Plus One EXP. My name is Keegan, and Sarah, I'm reading off a script you had written.
I feel so
And
justified
I'm
in
doing
everything that's
signatures
happening
while I
right
do
now.
this. Sarah, I made fun of you so hard
And you
for not being able to do an intro.
And you deserve
And suddenly,
this.
I'm just fucking it up.
You deserve this so much.
We're keeping literally all of this in.
Yeah, so thank you.
Anyway, I was reading off a script that said, "Hi, I'm Sarah," and I almost said that, but hi, I'm Keegan.Exe. I'm a necromancer and cult leader here at Plus One EXP.
And I'm Sarah, who did a better job of the intros yesterday. Still butchered them, but did a better job. The high-level monk and also cult leader here.
Plus One EXP is a weird little brand that multi-classes in tabletop game design, beard and skincare alchemy, and the Bardic College of Content Creation. The dream and hope here at Plus One is to help amazing game designers find great players who love their games, and amazing players find great designers whose games they can love. Thank you.
And we are here at PAX with the incredible, wonderful Anita. Anita joined us earlier for a game of Renegade Racers, and they are back with us to play Rest in Pieces, a game that I don't think any of us have played.
No, I'm very excited about it, though.
I think it should be a lot of fun. Anita, before we jump in, you know the deal. Where can people find you? What do you want to tell them about?
So I'm Anita, she/they pronouns. You can find me all over the place at Panita, P-A-H-N-I-T-A, or at Critical Misses.
Woo, we love Anita!
So you can also find me on a VOD on this channel for character study, where we went through the cipher system. And you can also find me over on the Critical Misses channel, either playing solo games, two-player games, all kinds of TTRPGs. And yeah, that's basically where I hang my hat most days.
Awesome. I love it. Critical Misses is a wonderful community. Definitely check that out. And Morning Ritual is a phenomenal talk show. I'm just going to plug that as well.
Yes,
it's very,
also,
very good.
I guess I should also plug the actual talk show that's like the flagship of my brand.
It's so good.
I probably should do that.
I got you.
Thank you. I appreciate you. We've had amazing guests like Sarah.
No. But also other phenomenal content creators, folks in the TTRG space. It's just a good time. Okay, I've read the rules for Rest in Pieces, so I'll be playing the narrator today.
Wonderful.
But that means you guys need to play some deadbeats. And the great news is they have these wonderful little cards that are going to tell you exactly how to do that.
Okay.
Before us, we have several decks of cards, and here's what you're going to do. To make your deadbeat, you're going to draw a pipe dream card, which is right here. This is your job. This is what you do.
Oh, hell yeah.
So, Anita, I will hand you this. Bloop. So now everybody has their pipe dreams. Then you're each going to draw a dead-end job, an odd hobby, and a deadly object.
Are people supposed to know what these are? Do we know?
What do you mean?
Am I supposed to be sharing what is on these cards?
Yes.
Okay, so dead end job.
I feel like we'll get them all together, and then we'll do a grand reveal.
So pipe dream, dead end job.
And deadly object.
Pipe dream, dead end job.
I picked it up and then went, this isn't the card I need, and I put it back down.
A deadly object. We also need our odd hobby, correct?
Yeah, dead end job, odd hobby, and deadly object. I've said dead too many times, and it's stopped having meaning.
It's almost like the game has a brand.
It does. It super does.
It's very consistent that way.
Okay, now we're going to draw 2 pet peeve cards. You're going to assign one to the deadbeat played on your left and one on your right. So I feel like maybe just draw
one each?
One each.
Yeah, let's do that.
And then just hand them to each other, I guess.
There you go.
Actually, no, draw 2 and then pick the one that you like. I like that better. That way it's not like...
Okay.
We'll trade one and keep one.
Okay, sounds good. Oh, I like this. I like the one that I drew better.
Okay, keep it.
Well, it looks like on this board you have 2 pet peeves anyways. So
yeah.
You might as well keep
everybody
both
gets
of them.
one on the left and one on the right, which
Yes.
would mean everybody has 2.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Okay, great. We know what we're doing. We
It's
read
fine.
the rules 10 minutes ago.
I read
And
them,
by we, I mean Sarah.
and they're very well written.
I listened while Sarah read the rules. Oh.
Where I read
Hell yeah.
like a quarter of them out loud. Okay, so we each now have a pipe dream, we have a dead end job, a hobby, a deadly object, and 2 pet peeves. On the character card, you're going to note where your deadbeat sleeps. This is your resting place. I have a list of resting places. I can read them so you can just say what one you like.
I'm just going to look over your shoulder.
Hugging the toilet and a bunch of pillows, a mini trampoline, a bounce house, lawn chair, dog bed, beanbag.
I'm just playing myself. I know what I'm doing.
Pile of clothes. See, like, there's so many goods. I don't is one. Toilet, recliner, kiddie pool, connected tables, 4-wheeler. Whichever one resonates with you. This list is phenomenal. I love it.
I think I'd like to sleep on the well-worn, well-loved love seat.
Amazing.
The well-loved seat.
Oh gosh, if you will mark that down on your handy dandy character sheet there. You're gonna note your favorite food or drink. Again, I've got some fave foods if you can't think of any here.
They're just foods, though. I got you.
They are just foods.
I mean, because this is +1 EXP, I'm going to say pizza.
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Staying. Keegan.
I was already writing pizza.
All
Oh.
right.
So now it looks like I've copied your homework, but I
Well-
was writing it.
It's gonna be okay, I think, but maybe not.
We'll have to watch the VOD just to confirm that.
It's true. And now we are going to name our deadbeats. If you need some inspiration, again, they have provided some amazing ones like Dicky, Sal Manila, Steve Lester. Skip Intro is one, and I love that.
Yeah. I'm...
Okay.
Your attention, please.
Oh,
Hey, did we mention we're live at PAX?
This is a reminder that PAX Unplugged 2022 is a fully vaxxed and masked event. All attendees, exhibitors, and enforcers must be wearing a mask.
We could
covering
theoretically
their
cut this out of
nose
the
and
video
mouth.
later, but I'm not going to.
I think it's kind of fun.
It adds to the authenticity,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel.
If you are eating, please be sure
If this seems loud on the VOD, I want you to know it's louder in person.
located
It's
throughout the expo hall.
piercing my brain.
Thank you.
These are noise canceling, and that still hurts to hear.
I can feel it in my bones.
Yeah.
it's bad.
It's honestly impressive.
Talking about bones, what are we doing?
Okay.
Do you want us
I
to?
gotta come up with a name.
We're still working on a name. How about we've got some, let's see. Beagle Boy Bud, Terry Two Fingers, Fauntleroy. Very good. Lazy
I'm
Lefty.
trying to think of like a good pun name.
Ooh. There's Basic Becky or Zed Zeppelin.
I'm gonna grab one from there. I like Just Brad.
I love Just
That-
Brad.
That is the name. It's Just Brad.
It's Just Brad. Amazing. So we have made our deadbeats.
You can call me Just for short.
I love it.
Got you.
I love it.
Got you.
We're now going to go around, but first I'm going to introduce you to your roommate, the Grim Reaper. As heir apparent to the Reaper of Souls, Death's trade makes them a bit of a specialist, but it can be a lonely job. But that only fuels Death's obsessive nature. It could even be a little hard to relate if they didn't have you to keep them grounded. What in heaven would they ever do without you? So we have Death. Let's see, and we have Death's apartment. Looking through a basement window.
I'm sorry, that does say Death's Dungeon?
It does say Death's Dungeon. It's their basement studio apartment.
Yeah, no, I just felt like it was important for the,
It is
for the
important.
ambiance.
Looking through a basement window, spiderwebs concealed old panel walls along a cracked checkered floor. Inside, shifting shadows reveal a crimson kitchenette with sharp knives laid under ancient coffin-shaped cabinets. The studio is lit by ceremonial candles set in skulls, and a single cockroach scuttles into the bathroom. There lies a deadbeat, resting in a rusty tub. Sleeping? Who knows? The camera is going to pan out, and before we intro, I'm just going to remind everybody we have a little X card here for us to use. Oh, and there's the starter on the back that I'll read as well. If we're going to keep this up front, if we ever get into anything that nobody feels comfortable with, just tap the card and we will reset.
Sounds good.
But first, I have to welcome you to Coffin City. Here, our deadbeats live in Death, aka the Grim Reaper, in a basement studio apartment. More like a dungeon, if you ask me. The pad isn't all bad though. It has just Brad and
Tegan and Farah.
Tegan and Farah.
Incredible.
It does. Gotcha. And where you guys sleep? Can you say that?
So just Brad sleeps on the well-loved love seat.
Okay.
It's really beat up. It's one of those old floral patterns from the 70s. It's blue. It has
I know exactly what
like
you're
weird
saying.
abstract waterfalls on it.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
It's like kind of velvety. but
Yes.
It's like really worn down.
But really worn down. But like if you just, there's a couple spots if you move your fingers just right, it kind of looks silvery.
Yeah.
And yep, I know. Yep. Okay.
Yeah, I know the exact one. And Tegan and Farah, you can always find them asleep at their computer
Okay. Awesome.
any time of day.
This is delightful. The real problem is living with death. The Reaper does what they want when they want. Like right now, and I'm gonna flip a card.
I'm just gonna move my mic over here real quick, just so that
Yeah,
I'm
perfect.
on the other side of this, and I'm facing everybody. So that we're all sort of facing the same
I
direction.
love it. I'm gonna actually move the little tower as well. I'm gonna do my best.
Moving the tumbling tower is so fucking brave. I'm gonna be honest.
Crushed it. I'm not even. We've got our little death buddy. I'm gonna put him there though.
Here,
Oh, and you just got him.
still set him up in this little
Oh,
corner
perfect.
cubby.
Okay. So here, the Reaper does what they want when they want. Like right now, they are ignoring you. Death has forgotten you're here. Let's see. I don't know if they are living in some alternate reality or if they are just losing their grip on this one. Death looks confused when things are not where they left them and is moving stuff on us all the time. Death may replace us if they don't kill us with that scythe swinging first. But what do you say to the Grim Reaper? They'll fucking kill you. Our deadbeats are at their wits' end. So, we open in this little apartment, and let's see. And we're gonna intro just Brad. You're getting home from your job. Can you share what your job is?
So Brad is a culinary engineer.
Okay.
Perhaps using that fine arts degree that they acquired, but in like I guess more like a layering of breads and meats and cheeses.
Okay.
Brad is a sandwich artist,
I love this.
not a sandwich maker.
Mm-hmm.
A sandwich artist. The little fluff on it says, I know, the customer is always right. I don't just make sandwiches, I make art. Got it?
This is delightful. You come home and you see that Death is like walking towards your sleeping place and is just like piling old boxes of their things and also like taking your stuff and stuffing it in a box and throwing it out the window. And seemingly like does not register that you walked in.
What the heck, man?
I don't know who put all this junk in here, but it's just a lot of crap. I hate all this fucking crap, Death says, as they again, like, throw out one of your beloved items. I imagine, like, it's a t-shirt that you've owned for years and years. What's on it?
Ugh. It's my favorite band. But it's not like, it's like Metallica, but it's actually just Ducks. Ducktalica?
This is very good.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, they're just throwing their boxes.
Not my Ducktalica shirt.
Keegan?
Yes.
Tegan and Tara?
Tegan and Farah, you're so close.
Tegan and Farah.
Is that not clearly an F?
It is now that I'm looking at it. Tegan and Farah, you wake up from your resting place from a loud thud as, again, Death just drops a box and is clearing off the shelves of your things off this desk and throwing them in garbage bags.
What the fuck, Death?
Death does not respond as they continue to do this. So here's how it works. You guys just tell me what it is you would like to do and how you'd like to respond to this. and that will be an action. When you take an action, there's white tiles and there's black tiles. White tiles are you're doing something to help everyone else. Black tiles are you're acting selfish, greedily, however. The rule is you can only touch one tile and pull it. However, you can flip over cards that you think give you an advantage in this, and that will make it so you can touch additional blocks to potentially pull. As players, you can step in and kind of mess with each other by flipping over each other's pet peeves cards and describing how they come into play.
What happens after the cards flip? Is there...
They are flipped over for the episode.
Okay.
And then we pull blocks until the tower falls, essentially.
Cool.
When you pull a block, you keep it with your pull pile, and somebody is marked as the...
An extra.
You pull the blocks, you put them on your tile. There's a card designating who has the most, and that matters in the epilogue. But I believe we will just use our eyes for now.
So,
No longer a content creator.
Gosh, what are we even doing here?
well, we are still creating content.
It is true.
We persevere.
Shit.
If a tree falls in the woods and no one's there
So,
to...
like, usually when Death gets like this, because we've been roommates with him for a
Yeah.
while, it's mostly because I think that I forgot to feed him.
Okay.
So, as a sandwich artist, I'm going to open up, like, the backpack that I brought with me back from work, and I'm going to pull out, like, a day-old hoagie
Okay.
that I've made, and
Okay.
I'm going to offer it to Death.
Okay.
Be like, man, just have something to eat.
Okay, I'm gonna say you're doing this. And also it seems like you're working for the greater good here. You're trying to like act with kindness.
I mean, I also don't want to throw out all of my stuff.
That's fair. That's fair. But you are like,
You're thinking about death, at least.
yeah, you're trying to be nice. So go ahead and try to remove a white tile from the tower. Oh no! You can flip a card, and that'll give you an opportunity to touch a different tile.
Yes, I would. I'm gonna actually flip my sandwich artist.
Okay, perfect.
Because I realized that my sandwich art making skills are currently being utilized. So that was the one that I touched before. So let's touch this one. No, blah. And I have to do this one-handed. I can't do this.
I believe in you. If it knocks down, it's okay. We just start with another problem. Woo.
Oh! I also suck at Jenga, just
It's
so y'all
okay.
know.
It is A-okay. Let's see. I don't feel like the tower fell, though. Let me see what happens when just some of them fall.
I think that probably counts as falling.
I mean, I'm gonna say that I give up on a pull and fail,
Okay, perfect.
but I don't have a block to pay.
I think that means you flip a card. I think it just talked about that in the rules. Time out. Okay, let's see.
So I guess I have to draw a middle finger card, right?
Yeah, the death. Okay, if a player cannot play a block up to death after giving up on a pull, death makes an example of their deadbeat in a fit of rage. The player describes how death masterfully uses the nearest mundane object to swiftly deal death to their deadbeat in as few or as many words as they feel comfortable with. Unless the deadbeat with the most blocks vouches for them, then they pay the block and interrupt the execution. Either way, don't skip the part. So yeah, no, 100%.
Oh, I'm just dead.
Yeah, how does death kill you?
Oh, so Death takes the sandwich and says, "Oh, thanks, that's great," and then just shoves it down my throat.
I'm sad because I loved Just Brad.
I love Just Brad too, but you know what? Maybe the next deadbeat will have better luck.
Maybe. So I'm going to go ahead and hand these cards to you. As Tara and Farah, you watch as Just Brad takes a wonderful hoagie out, offers it to Death, and is just immediately eviscerated.
Death, what the fuck? Where am I gonna get sandwiches from?
I just hate all the shit that's around my apartment.
No, you can't just
God
kill
damn it.
people.
Ugh.
You can't kill the person who
I
made
don't
our
even
fucking
know-
sandwiches.
I don't even know what all this crap is, and there's this person.
No, I'm gonna talk to the landlord.
Why is there
I've
so
had
much
enough
blood?
of you.
Okay, you're gonna go talk to the landlord?
I'm gonna go talk to the landlord.
Okay. You leave and head up and knock on the door, and you just hear a, "Who is it?"
Death killed another roommate.
You have a breath of a shroom maid? I don't understand. I don't need cleaning services.
Oh my god. Okay.
Is the sink plugged?
If you think about it, sort of yes.
Try turning it off and on again.
I should kill Death.
You're still talking about breath,
Okay,
dear.
bye. I want to go beat the shit out of Death.
Okay, you want to beat Death up. This sounds like you're acting aggressively.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you're just trying to knock some sense into Death.
Yeah, I'm not gonna kill him.
Okay, awesome.
I don't think.
All right, so you have one opportunity, as it stands now, to pull a little block from our black tower.
Wait, better than this. He still hasn't had his sandwich. I want to poison Death. I'm not gonna beat him hand to hand.
Okay, you're trying to poison Death.
Yes.
Describe the like you just like sigh and get your poison out of the cabinet.
Well, you see, on me, I have this deadly object called poison vials.
Oh my god, amazing.
And it just hit me. But so, for a living, I'm a plasma donor, and I like to think I stole these. It's probably some sort of medication while I was at the hospital donating plasma.
Okay.
So I just have them on me casually. I was going to take them later,
Okay.
but I feel like if I give them enough, it's going to be a problem.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I still feel like
Pull
you've
a
got
black block.
Yeah, pulling a black block. Oh.
Have I mentioned I'm very good at Jenga?
Well, we're about to see this in action. Okay, yeah. You, oh, and then you're going to pull a middle finger card. So every time you pull that, you get a those. Let me read those really quick to tell you what they are. Do-do-do. I got to find the page.
Oh, I keep that block, right? I don't put it on top of the
Yeah.
tower.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Let's see. Keep it in your stack. After each pull from the tower, players draw a middle finger deck, or from the middle finger deck. Play MF cards by saying the phrase on the card as it fits the narrative. Some cards cost blocks to use, while others have requirements. For example, many can only be used if you have more blocks influence than the target player. MF cards are played against a deadbeat to steal blocks, force favors, or to leverage them into nasty situations. No one can have more than one middle card at a time. If you draw another, keep one and discard the other to the narrator.
Sick.
Okay, so you have this card. You're actively poisoning Death. You've got your vials. You're pouring stuff in. And then we hear the door slam open as your other roommate has arrived home.
So this is Better Off Ched.
Okay.
Better Off Ched comes home, is kind of like, has like a couple like lollipops and like some kids' toys stuck to their outfit. They just look exhausted because Better Off Ched is a childcare worker.
This is delightful.
And has been dealing with kids all day and does not want to deal with another child. That is Death.
This is amazing. So you walk in to see Tegan and Farah, who has like made a poisoned item and is like inching it along the counter at Death as Death is just running their arms along the counter, scooping like everything into bags, ranting and raving.
Look, man, I shouldn't have gone to the landlord. You're not you when you're hungry.
Gosh, I'm just so full. I'm just so full all the time. There's just too much stuff in here, and I'm over it. I wish everything was empty, empty, empty like the void. Or, alternatively, I wish that I had a shiny Charizard card. That's the only thing that would make me happy right now. Is the only thing in the world that would make me happy and make me stop doing what I'm doing.
You have, like, 800 roommates in this apartment?
I wish that I had a Charizard card, but no. Instead, I feel like I have 800 roommates in this apartment.
Yeah, no, the problem
taking
is...
up all my room.
Death, the problem is a shiny Charizard is so expensive. If we had money for that, do you really think we'd be living here?
Like a shiny Charizard like this one, and I'll pull it off, like this, peel it off of this, like... It's shiny, but it's not mint.
You see Death kind of like turn your head for a second. It needs to be pristine and belong to me. And if it could be signed by Robert De Niro, pristinely signed, then I'd be happy. But no, instead, and better off, Ted, you notice that your sleeping place, which is normally a hammock,
Yeah, it is.
that's like hung up in a corner, like in a strange little nest, is now just filled with like those little, what are they called? They use them for ASMR. The little goo, like
Oh, like the Orbeez?
Orbeez. Thank you. It's just filled with Orbeez.
Oh. I mean, that might make it more comfortable to sleep in.
Fair, fair.
Oh, man. Did he throw out my sushi?
Yeah, he threw out fucking everything.
Is that right?
I'm gonna flip one of my cards now, just
Okay.
for you. Oh wait, never mind. You don't have a block.
Yep.
Oh wait.
Oh, got it.
So Death is now at your desk, Tegan and Farah, and is actively like unplugging stuff and is singing to themselves as they do. I wanna be the very best. Like, and it's going to like get rid of your computer.
Def, I really wish you would just eat a sandwich.
No one ever was.
Def, you're gonna eat this fucking sandwich.
I'm
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Def, can we talk for a second? No. We really need to think. We need to talk.
You can.
Def, I made friendship bracelets.
Death stops.
Look. So I'm gonna use I statements. So when you unplug my things, it makes me upset.
I feel like, for some reason, right now.
Chad, do you wanna join this?
I mean,
You use I statements.
when you throw out my gas station sushi, I feel very upset because that was what I was going to have for dinner. And it's really hard to get it to age to the correct vintage.
Okay. I feel like you guys are trying to like take an action. You're trying to persuade. You're doing it in a kind way.
Yeah.
So I would say go ahead and pull one of the pale blocks
Okay.
with one hand. And again, we can remember if we give up on a pull and fail, we can pay, or Death can have your eternal soul.
I think I would like to pull if that's okay.
Yeah, go for it.
All right. A chance at redemption.
Holy
Oh.
shit.
Keep it in your influence pile, in your pull pile. Amazing.
And I'm gonna pull as well.
Yep. hmm
I have this friendship coaching card.
So if you read it.
Describe
for
how
me.
your deadbeat's hobby experience can help in this situation. So we're trying to coach Death on how to be a better friend here.
Okay.
That's fully what we're doing.
Okay.
So I'm gonna try to pull this one. I didn't even need it. I didn't even need
But
it.
you're
I do
okay.
have to flip it though.
Perfect. All right. So, Death goes.
I wish you would just sit down and eat this sandwich and talk to us, Death.
Maybe I'm just hungry. Maybe I just need to sit down and eat a sandwich really quick. Death is gonna go down and like grab the sandwich and go sit on Just Brad's blood splattered love seat.
Yeah.
Is gonna take a seat and hold the sandwich in their hands and go. I just feel like there's so much stuff here and none of it's the stuff that I want it to be.
No, and we understand that. And we understand. I think your opinion on what's here will change after you eat a sandwich.
But I really like.
No. You can talk to us between bites.
I really
We don't even
like
think it's
the
rigged.
idea of these not being the people that are here and replacing with new things. And as Death says that, they bite down on the sandwich.
I love when a plan comes together. So I have this card called Perfection, and I can
Okay.
flip it to say, I love when a plan comes together after a masterful series of events goes exactly as I planned.
Just talking Death into eating a sandwich.
And I'm going to take a block from Anita.
Oh my gosh! Okay.
I'm getting into it. I'm going to win.
Gosh dang it, Keegan. Okay, so you say this. Death bites down on the sandwich, and the door bursts open, and there are two people that you both have never seen before. Walking in, they seemingly have bags packed as if they are moving in. And Death, who's just delightfully eating the sandwich, the poison having no effect
At all.
because they are in fact dead.
Yeah.
Goes, oh my gosh, Rudy and Marcy, you're here, my new friends that will get rid of all this old bad stuff that I don't want in here anymore.
More roommates. Oh.
I guess we should have seen that coming. He has killed a lot of people. He's killed like so many roommates.
It's true. It's true.
Rudy and Marcy walk in, and I want you to describe the worst roommates that you can imagine.
She's not going to see this stream. So, I'm going to take Marcy here.
Okay.
And Marcy, she would describe herself as a perfectionist. She
Okay.
would describe that her ideal living situation is perfectly clean, nothing out of its place. But in actuality, Marcy is a fucking slob.
Okay.
Okay. Now, she doesn't see her own stuff as being a mess, of course, because
Of
that would
course.
require like a level of
Right.
yeah.
Okay, got it. Marcy. Anita.
So what was the other one's name?
Rudy.
Rudy. So Rudy comes in with like a full computer tower and sets it up right in the middle of the living room and begins to just start playing League of Legends.
Oh god, a
Phenomenal.
League of Legends player really is
Yeah.
the worst
And
roommate I
like
can
immediately
imagine.
asks for the Wi-Fi password.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Doesn't contribute to the internet bill.
Well, we don't really have Wi-Fi right now because Death just unplugged my fucking router.
I'm so happy that I have new roommates. They're the best. I love it. Everything else in here is trash. If only I had that card that I want, then everything would be different.
Okay. All right. You know what? Maybe we should just try and like make some kind of peace around here. I'll start cooking some dinner. We're gonna have like a good meal and a good family meeting, and we're gonna talk through some of these problems.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and gentle parent these.
Just
these roommates.
everybody.
Everybody.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Go ahead and pull a pale tile for me.
I love the
no.
idea of gentle parenting Death.
Yeah, that's the idea.
Yeah, no, it's good. Oof.
Oh, yeah, girl. Oh, I forgot. You both needed to draw
Oh, middle finger card.
middle finger cards. So let's do
Can
these.
I have more than one middle finger?
No,
card?
so you have to give
You
up
have to
one
give up
and
one
give
of
it to
them.
me.
Oh, so I should actually have two.
So yeah, pull this one, read through it. I'm gonna let Keegan, and then I'll give you another. Actually, just go for it. Which one do you not want? Give it to me. Thank you.
Am
Okay,
I
I'm
supposed to
gonna
read
take
what this card is?
I mean, yeah, let's read them aloud. That's kind of fun.
Okay, cool. So, I have the card, Dude, you overhyped it. After a player gives up on pulling a block from the tower, interrupt them. They must now try again or knock the tower over. Describe how the action has attracted a lot of attention. I have to have more blocks than them before paying the cost.
Oh, I have this. I wondered what happened from full blocks. That's for me. And I can also only have one. Oh, I'm keeping this one for sure. Okay.
So the one that I pulled is That Wasn't You, That Was Me. And after a player pulls a block from the tower, they must give it to me one time. Their deadbeat still succeeds.
Awesome.
And I get to describe how my deadbeat takes credit for their actions.
Okay. We're going to open with the gentle parenting. You pulled Rudy and Marcy into the kitchen. Marcy is kind of looking at everything and is like, gosh, it is so gross in here. I totally get why Death is like over all these roommates. I personally like to label and keep all of my stuff in like a very particular way. Like I have a very systematic filing system.
Holy shit.
Like and
One sec. Okay, sorry, keep going. The recording looked like the time had stopped on it.
Oh, gotcha.
And I don't know if it was just the timer wasn't working. But we're going to
Gotcha.
keep going, and I'll just stitch them together if it works. And otherwise, we just played a game for fun.
I have a very serious sorting system, and I really think that like once everybody does the way that I do things, it'll be really good.
Okay, so Marcy, was it?
Yeah, my name's Marcy. Hi, what's your name?
Yeah, I'm better off Ched.
Oh,
Nice
hi,
to meet you.
Chad.
Ched. Yeah.
Chad.
Okay. So Marcy, Macy, it's good to meet you. Now, this is like you haven't been here very long, obviously, right?
No, I'm not.
And like a lot of our people here, we do have a system. So why don't you start by like just tell me a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, so I'm Marcy,
Macy, yeah?
and that's Rudy, and we're kind of like a thing. Like I don't know if I call him like my boyfriend, but we're kind of like a thing. And we were just wandering around down at the local convention, and we saw Death. We were outside at like the rare Pokemon card booth. It's just down the street from here, and Death just like saw us like I think they saw something in my personality, or maybe it was the shiny display behind me, but they seemed really taken by me and invited me to come live here now.
Okay. So rent is $10.75 a month.
Oh, yeah, I can for sure.
Unfortunately, if
do
you
that.
can't pay rent, though, we're gonna have to kick you out. And there are some responsibilities. We do have a chore list drawn up, so this is our chore list. So that means that you would probably be first up right here to do this.
Actually, so I have to. I don't think I can do that because I feel like I'm a special case.
So that's very interesting because as roommates, we're supposed to be in sort of an equal opportunity kind of pairing here. Like if there's something that some folks can't do, other people are expected to sort of help pick up the slack. It's a very communal sort of based living, right?
Yeah.
So-
And if you are contributing to the good of the whole, then obviously there's really, maybe this isn't the right vibe for you.
So
Yeah.
unfortunately, do you want to describe how being a drama queen makes this situation worse? I'm going to flip this card.
Oh no, that's
that's
your
yours.
pet
That's
peeve.
mine. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, we should probably know what each other... Do we want to just hand each other our cards since we're the only two players?
Yeah, for sure. That way you can.
That way I'll know what you... Never mind. Let's keep going.
Okay. So you're gentle parenting. I'm not gonna make you because this feels like very much the same thing. We're gonna pan back over to Tegan and Farah. Tegan and Farah, you have Rudy who is sitting in the middle of the floor playing League of Legends. I don't know anything about League of Legends.
Yeah, no,
but
he's in the jungle.
They're playing it very loudly, like through speakers, so you can hear all the recharge times on everything, and it's just like the same like chat sounds over and over and over.
So, unfortunately for you, I am in fact also a League of Legends player. I mean, like, I sleep at my computer, and that's
Yeah.
because I just play legal.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna go back to my room and I'm gonna kick his ass at League.
Okay, you're gonna kiss. You want to kick? Okay. All right. What is your goal here? You just want to embarrass this person?
No, I just want him to be upset because I want Death to kill him. And I feel like if he throws enough of a fit...
Death will get annoyed. Okay.
Yeah.
100% yes. This is definitely a dark tile.
Wow.
This is a dark
Wow,
tile.
Sarah.
This is you taking swift and immediate vengeance against someone.
Yeah, that's fine. Because I'm going to take this block, and it's literally not even going to be a problem.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, you go in, you go over to your desk, you plug all your shit back in, your computer boots up instantly, you hop on League, and you just start wrecking this person.
Yeah.
Rudy is like, has not said a word like other than what's the Wi-Fi, and then has not spoken since.
Yeah.
And
From the other room, I'm just going to be yelling like, hey, Rudy, how are you doing? Your recharge times seem to not be.
You just hear
Are you juggling well?
furious click clacking like from the living room as eventually like they just scream like a little kid scream, that like ear piercing shriek. Chad, you hear this like in the kitchen where like Marcy has started to kind of like slink towards the door like, oh yeah, no, it's just that I feel like I'm like busy. Is your hope here like to truly just have this person become a meaningful roommate, or
My hope is that I put so much pressure on this person that they just leave.
yes, that's the vibe that I was getting.
Yes.
So I'm gonna have you like pull a black tile for this because
Okay.
again, like we started, we like got everyone calm, we set the tone. Now we're just trying to get them to go. Amazing, pristine. Yeah, you're making Marcy incredibly uncomfortable because your steady gaze, your calm, soft tone that's filled with like positive action is just overwhelming for this person. And she is backing up, and she's like, "Yeah, I just gotta go to somewhere," and she leaves. You step out of the kitchen. You've got Rudy in the middle of the floor, furiously playing on his game, and you look up in your hammock, and Death is now in your hammock. There's Orbeez everywhere, and Death seems to be like picking them up, holding them up to the light, and just hucking them.
Hey, Death. I don't think Marcy's gonna be staying with us anymore.
Okay. But
Oh, how you doing, buddy?
you just hear this like turning sound, and a bunch of Orbeez spill out of your hammock and gently bounce everywhere. And you look as like two little like skull eyes pop over the edge of the hammock. I just really want that fucking card, man.
I mean, this is the best one that I've got for you, for now at least. And I've hastily like scribbled with a Sharpie Robert De Niro.
Death's gonna like squint at it and like sigh again and seems really despondent and is like gonna curl back up in the Orbeez.
I mean, you should probably use your words. Like, if I know that if we, it is difficult to try and vocalize the things that we're feeling. So I'm just gonna want you to, if you could just let me know how we can fix the situation in like just sort of like a positive manner, right?
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Death is you're continuing to like talk to Death as they're
Yeah.
like curled up in this hammock, inconsolable, and like you're every once in a while you're gonna hear like a whimper, like a sound of like frustration, as Tegan and Farah, you are just kicking this person's ass.
Yeah.
Like you're embarrassing them in front of all their friends. They don't like it. But they've reached like they are like still doing that screaming like intermittently, like it's almost like a fire alarm.
Yeah, no, I got it from here.
Yeah, okay.
So I'm gonna go find the rest of the sandwich.
Okay.
Just the end of it. I'm gonna cut it off so it didn't look like Death ate it. I'm gonna be like, hey, I have this special gamer sandwich. And so, I'm really good at League. I was doing better than you. A lot of this is because there's Adderall in the sandwich.
This person snatches the sandwich out of your hand. Like I pull a black tile because you're absolutely trying to poison a stranger.
Yeah, I'm trying to poison. I'm not trying to kill him.
No,
I
you're
am
just trying to poison a
I
stranger.
would like him to start scrommeting.
Okay, pull a black tile.
Great. I'm gonna flip this.
Yes, your deadly
My
object.
poison vials, because now we're getting to the
So
point where
yeah,
I'm
you
worried
can use
that
two.
I might
You
not.
can touch two. You need to use one hand.
Oh, that's right. Cool.
Oh,
I'm doing this. Oh, that is my right hand. I
that
was like,
wasn't you. That was me.
Perfect. Yoink.
I don't
So
have
the
to-
card that was used was, that wasn't you, it was me. After a player pulls a block in the tower, you must give it to you one time. Their deadbeat still succeeds. Describe how your deadbeat takes credit for their actions.
So the sandwich gets given
And then cheese.
Okay, so how do I take credit for this? It's excellent. That's a. Hey, was that my sandwich?
Yeah, you can have it.
So I'm gonna be like, oh, I made that sandwich, but now Rudy's taking a bite out of it. It's okay. I made that for Death too, and like, I'm just being like really loud and showy about this.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, so you get credit for it. You still succeed.
Yeah.
Rudy still eats the sandwich, and just does that like sitcom like scream, munch, munch, munch. Immediately sick, is now run to the bathroom and has closed themselves in there. So Rudy is no longer in the middle of the floor. You have a despondent Death in a hammock full of Orbeez, who has thrown out all your stuff and like seems to just be taking a break from that activity for now.
All right. Death, we need to come to like a quorum. I will find you. I'll buy it myself. I will find you a Charizard card. I will send it to Robert De Niro. We will get it signed. Can you just leave my computer alone if I do? We're making a trade. That feels like, it feels sort of like your deal.
You see the rumbling in the Orbeez as they like all spill out, and Death like sits up and climbs out. You see as they do the hammock actually flips and Orbeez just bounce everywhere, like, and they're all smushed into the hammock. It's a disaster. As Death drops down to the floor and picks up their scythe and steps over just Brad's dead body that's still there.
Yeah.
And kind of sets it down. I am open to a deal.
We're open to a deal.
I'm open to a deal.
Okay.
Not with anyone here, because there's no one here. But if there were someone here, I think that I would stop touching other people's things for now if
I don't care if you touch other people's things. I just don't want you to touch my things.
you go to the nerd convention on the street and obtain for me a game that I want.
Sure. Do some what's the word for it? Product placement.
I would like from the local PAX convention at the Plus One EXP booth, which I was permanently banned from for some reason, which doesn't make any sense. I did enjoy the pizza, but I would like for you to obtain for me a copy of Renegade Racers.
I mean, it is $15 at the booth.
It is $15 at the booth. That's what I want.
Hey, how does being a drama queen make things worse for you in this situation?
I really don't fucking want to go right now, okay?
Death's eyes like flare or red, and they look at you, like actually look at you for the first time. They've been ignoring you the entire time and turn towards you.
No, like, it was fine. I was gonna go to the nerd convention for you. I really would have, right? But the Plus One EXP booth is all the fucking way at the back of the convention. I'm gonna have to walk all the way across the Expo floor. Do you know the Pennsylvania Convention Center is like 4 blocks long? And we're like 3 blocks from the center. So you expect me to walk 7 fucking blocks to get you a $15 game that you could get on itch.io?
Gotcha.
At keeganexe.itch.io/Zoom, and you could just get the PDF instead?
Okay.
I've taken her.
Okay.
I've already given up the.
Perfect. I want you to pull a dark tile.
Yeah.
Because you are actively like having a meltdown in front of Death, who's about to also have a meltdown.
That's fine. 'Cause I'm gonna grab this block. It's gonna be literally totally fine.
Okay, and then you're gonna get a new one of these, and you get to pick one and give me the other one. Fine. You just need to give me a PlayStation 5 from the Target then. Target is a block away.
Hey, Ched, I need you to do my bidding for me. I love this. I'm going to immediately use this card.
All right, read what it says.
Force another deadbeat to do as you say.
Okay.
For a price. I can pay you 1 block to do me a solid, like walking 1 block to a Target
Uh-huh.
and buying a PS5. Or 3 blocks if it was something risky for me.
Like steal you a PS5.
I didn't ask you to steal it. I'll give you money for it.
Oh, you give me money. Okay.
Yeah, it's fine. I donated
How do
plasma
you have
today.
how do you have enough money for a PS5?
I donate my plasma 3 times a week. I go to different hospitals. And I've been using them to buy league skins.
This is your thing. Okay, all right. Okay, this is your thing. Excellent.
Thank you.
Ched, you've been asked to go obtain a PS5 from the local Target.
Okay. I guess I gotta do this solid. So yeah, I'm all right. Death. While I'm gone, I want you to start to think about what I said about like communicating, like setting clear, like I understand that maybe like you'll want to set a couple boundaries with your roommates, but you're still going to want to communicate those needs.
So you've
to
said
us.
this a lot, and I'm afraid that I want you to describe how this pet peeve of deaths, of not liking when people are very obvious, like saying the same thing 30 times.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, how does that make it worse?
Yeah. So, I think Death just sort of says, "You always keep saying that."
Mhm.
Like that's just like I think that that Death might want something else now from Target.
Okay. I get it. You keep saying that, and it's driving me crazy. And now all I want is a bag of flaming hot Doritos, but the limited edition kind that you can only get at Target.
This tower is shaking,
It really is.
quivering.
This tower is ready to tumble any second now.
Actually, I need all of these things. And Death reaches into their robe and pulls out an entire shopping list and hands it to you with like hyper specific like things on it. Like it's not only is it like I need like seasoning, I need this brand and this size. Like it's like hyper specific.
Okay. Just trying to think of how.
You're good.
All right, so, okay. Fine, I'll go and I'll do the thing, but I don't really have that much money.
Okay.
So, like, Death, are you gonna chip in for this?
I'm gonna have you pull a tile. You can choose
Uh-huh.
what color. I feel like this is a dark tile.
I almost feel like it's a light tile.
But I also I can see it going either way, which is why I will let you choose, to like try and convince Death to pitch in.
Listen, I'm happy to knock over this tower because she's rickety right now. So I'm just gonna try and take this one.
Holy shit! Death just pulls out a wad of cash and like hucks it across the room. It like
Thank you.
trails dollars as it falls.
Well, that's like 4 months of rent.
Hmm?
Death, you haven't been paying rent. You've just had this cash.
You live in my apartment. It's my apartment. I own it. You pay me rent.
Yeah, but you're not paying anything.
You pay me rent.
I didn't assume you were like a zero ad. You do nothing for us.
Nothing?
Literally nothing.
Nothing?
I've said it like 4 times.
Hey, since Death has been like trying to clean up the apartment and throw everything out, how does being unkempt make this worse for you?
Yeah. I think as this happens, I'm like, no. You know, you've been throwing out my shit. I'm just gonna start emptying my pockets onto the floor. And
Okay.
I don't think Death likes this.
Yeah, no, Death hates this. And like you're
And I'm doing it specifically to piss him off.
100%. I need you to pull a dark tile.
Yeah, that's fine. Because this dark tile is safe. And I pulled that one without looking.
Wait, what did you do? Force a player to pull again.
Force a player to pull again after they've just successfully pulled from the tower. The first block goes to Death. Hand it over, buddy. You must have more blocks than them before paying the costs below. Pay 0 blocks. So yeah, they don't have to pay any blocks.
I have more blocks, but it's fine. I'll just give this one up. Because I can safely pull this block as well. No! I was so confident in that one.
You really were.
When the tower falls, ask each player what's the worst thing that could happen in order from least to most to least blocks. Each player describes something additional that went wrong, just piling it on. What's the worst thing that could happen?
Was it from most to least or least to most?
Most to least. So you go first.
I mean, I think the worst thing that can happen is not that Death kills me, but that I get kicked out of the apartment. And the rent here was legitimately cheap.
Yeah, 100%. I think it's like you're like, you don't do anything and you're just being unkempt, and Death is just gonna pick you up and huck you out the window and like throw your computer out as they've kicked you out.
Defenestration.
Defenestration.
Very good. What's the worst thing that can happen for Ched?
Okay, so I think Ched sees this whole thing happening and starts recording on their phone, like the whole defenestration thing, and then because one of Ched's goals was fame, or pipe dreams was fame, so Ched is going to get that pipe dream. Is going to go. The whole Death throwing out the roommate is going to go viral. But then some dirty laundry that Ched had on the internet, some bad internet presence, has come back to, and Ched's going to get milkshake ducked.
Oh no.
Oh no. That is a bad ending.
So we've got that's what happens.
Ched goes viral on Twitter, but it's the last day Twitter exists.
Main character of Twitter. And then epilogue. For most least box players, take turns describing what happens to Death, our deadbeats, and the pad. Each player can add to what has already been said, but none can negate anything said. What happens to Tegan and Farrah? They get kicked out.
Yeah, Tegan and Farrah's gone. I think what happens to Death is they simply find new roommates, but they're legitimately not as good. They're not paying their rent on time. Because say what you will about us two, the rent was paid on time.
Mm-hmm. True.
I love that.
Yeah.
Anything you would like to add, Anita?
So I think that on top of that, I think that Marcy might try and weasel her way back into the building and leave a candle burning unattended and might set fire to the apartment.
This is good. I like this. And that, everybody, was Rest in Pieces.
Woo!
What did we see? I literally read the rules like 10 minutes before playing, and as I was playing, I was like, could feel myself getting more of the hang of it and being like,
this was fun.
Okay. Like, I really like first of all, how quickly you can just rebuild a character was awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I loved that. Phenomenal.
Because rest in peace, Just Brad.
Just Brad. Rest in peace forever. I feel like that's
a game.
That's the game. That's it. I really liked it. Play it with your friends. Rest in pieces. If you're good at Temple Towers.
Who's Rest in Pieces by? I don't think we said at the beginning.
Oh, I don't think we did.
Do you have the box?
It's over there, so no.
Haha, hold these.
So we've got Rest in Pieces by Imagining Games. It's a lot of fun. We loved
upside
it.
Down.
There we go. And the art's super cute in the book as well. So if you want to be an absolute dick tree to your friends and play Tumbling Towers at the same time, this is the game for you. Anyways,
Yeah.
I'm gonna take us out. Anita, is there anything you want to say, plug before we go?
Hi. Yeah, that's me, Anita. Find me at Critical Misses or Panita, Phnita. I'm a TTRPG designer, graphic designer, AP host. I do things in the internet. You can find me everywhere, Panita or Critical Misses. Check out Morning Rituals, a TTRPG talk show. We've had a bunch of cool guests.
Like Sarah.
Like Sarah.
Awesome.
Great.
Keegan, is there anything else we want to say?
Have fun.
And enjoy your pizza.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.